living in the era of the Inter-Religious Council, and that is why he's here. So we have, amongst others, the ministers, and we have Honorable Hanur Nakasolo, the Minister of State for Microfinance. We have Honorable Kanyike, the Minister of State Gender in charge of the elderly. She's here. So allow me to thank the believers here and those viewing us in the over the various media platforms for the endurance and sticking to their faith. I want to thank you. I now take the honor to invite Your Excellency to address your guests. I want to thank you.
The Right Honorable Haji Chigongo, Vice Chairman of the NRM, Right Honorable Prime Minister, Right Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, His Eminence the Mufti, all the other leaders, members of the diplomatic corps, and the sheikhs, and the qadis of the districts. I want to congratulate you for nearly finishing the Kissibo. Of course, I'm told that only a few days are remaining. Let us pray that we shall all see this Kissibo. I want to thank the Muslim community and other Ugandans for maintaining peace and working for unity among the people of Uganda, because that is the line of the NRM. So when I see His Eminence the Mufti here and Bishop Ruere, all of you together, then I know that the ideology of the NRM has even reached you people. When the young lady, there are not many Wanyankwere who speak Arabic. So Natkunda must be one of the very few. The girl who was preaching here. From the name I can tell that she's a Munyankore or a Muchiga. When she was quoting from the Quran, I was wondering whether people read the same Quran. Because there are people who say, like in some parts of the world, there are a lot of trouble, conflicts between this religion and that religion. Many countries are disturbed by this. So one wonders, did they read this Quran which Natkunda was reading, or I think the scholars can help me. Where does the confusion come from? Where does the intolerance come from? Because from what she's quoting, and others have been quoting, that Islam is like Christianity actually. Because in Christianity, Jesus preached for love of God and love of your neighbor as you love yourself. That's what he preached. So when I hear people talking of conflicts between religion, this one, certainly it's not in Christianity. But how about Islam? Now, from what Natkunda is saying, and from what others quote, it seems what the Quran is saying is the same as what the Bible is saying. Love God with all your heart. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Is that correct? Yes. So who is causing the confusion? In the world, you find people killing one another, that they are doing so on behalf of God. We here in Uganda, we rejected that long ago, especially since 1965, when we were part of the old parties. But the student movement, to which some of us belonged, and people like Dr. Gunda, rejected that. From 1965, we rejected sectarianism. We said, we don't care about who you are. What we look at are your needs. And the needs of the people are the same. People have the same needs. Ebyetaago, abantu balina ebyetaago by'abantu bifaanagana. Tetufaayo oba oluwa ddiini ki oba oluwa ggwanga ki, naye ffe ng'abakulembeze tutunulira ebyetaago by'abantu bonna. Bwe twatandikira awo okwawukana na bana b'ebibiina ebyedda. Nze nali mu DP, Lugonda yali wa UPC ow'ekitalo nno. What I'm saying in our language that I belonged to a different party, 1965, and the Prime Minister belonged to another party. Those parties are still there, but they are very weak now, because we weakened them. Because those parties were based on sectarianism. DP was for the Catholics. UPC was for the Protestants and some Muslims. Kawakayeka was for the Baganda, for one of the tribes. So we rejected that. That's how we formed the student movement from 1965. So therefore, when I hear the preaching, the way Natkunda was preaching here, the way the Bible, which I know, that one I don't need to be told by anybody, I really don't know these opportunists. Where is Natkunda? Natkundija bajya nogambura harabura nyankore rwakweba onyankore normanya guma na utandetera corona guma zamzindar. In your Arabic,
yes, sir.
What do you call opportunist? Opportunist. Natkunda as Arabic as
Mufti can help me. Buras. Buras. That one, sir, has challenged me. That one has challenged me.
Is what? Please.
In Arabic, we say those who are trying to get to take opportunity. The opportunists, we call them الذين يتخذون الفرص.
It's called
يتخذون الفرص. Sorry? استدلاليون يستغلون. No, that is it.
It's called what?
استغلاليون. Yes. لا.
No, let's get real Arabs to Musada, do you call it Musada? To get help. What do you call help in Arabic? Musada, like Swahili. Musada. So we need Musada now from the real Arabs. What is terrace opportunism?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. First, it has different meanings. It's about opportunist. It can be in bad meaning and in good meaning in Arabic. If it is in good meaning, in general, we say قناص الفرص, that he want to take advantage of the thing for a purpose. It can be good or it can be bad.
No.
So قناص الفرص.
Anna?
قناص الفرص.
Anaf?
الفرص.
Anyway, that one. So the people who exploit, because when I went to Sudan, Khartoum, I told them 2 words in Arabic. One is Hawiya, meaning identity. And then I said Maslaha, meaning interests. So I said that if you emphasize Hawiya in a country where there are many different groups, you will cause a problem. You should instead emphasize maslaha, because the maslaha of the people is the same. Want food, all of us want food, want peace, want electricity, want roads. There's no problem, because people want the same things. But when you go Hawiya, then you divide the people. So I'm therefore very happy to hear the preaching, which was being preached by Natkunda. I don't know whether she's a shekat or something. The question of the people loving one another irrespective of their Hawiya, irrespective of their identity. Now, on the corona, this is not Islamic, it is not Christian, but it is our local wisdom. Actually, Chiro, Okolachi, the one who takes you in the night, you thank him in the morning. Well, I told you, and then in the Bible it says, whatever man sows, that's what he reaps. So when this corona started, for me, I don't work for people. I work for people, but also for God. I stood up and I said, you are going to die, you people. You are going to die. If you don't do this, you don't do this, you don't do this, you are going to die. I told you. I made a broadcast. And I said, I don't want you people to die. Oh, but we want to pray. Oh, you can pray in your house. God is in all places. Nobody said that God was a prisoner in the mosque. He's in all places. Please, you pray in your houses. Want to dance? You dance in your house. And so on. So we told you frankly, because we had analyzed this problem of the corona, it was serious, but also not very serious really, because you could avoid it. You could avoid it. But some people play, they don't know that leadership is God's mandate. They think that leadership is to please people, even when they're in the wrong, you please them. That's not my leadership. If I see a danger, I tell you, and there's no compromise. Now you have seen the result. The result is that after 1.5 years, almost, of this pandemic, the people who have died in Uganda are 340 something, about 345, I think, now. But in some countries, like the United States, 580,000. This is like the whole district of Mukono, everybody dying. All those Bakunja dying and 580,000 people. This is incredible. In this month, this month from the last year up to now, 580,000. In the whole world, I think now it has got to 3 million people have died or something like that in the whole world. So this was because really we told you the truth. Please, this disease can be avoided. If you do this, you do that, you do that. I'm glad that you listened. People listened really. The majority listened. We sent home 15 million children. They went home from school. They've been at home now for almost a year and a half now. But they are alive. I've not heard that any student has died at home. I have not heard, not even one, among the 15 million whom we sent home. So, I think here we are now building the culture of our country, that leadership which can work is the one which speaks the truth, not the one, not. In some countries, they were playing around with the politics, and it has really been bad. Some countries. I don't want to go into those countries. Now, on the issue of the inheritance law, this is the one you are talking about. But these are your children. You know, they just do things. This one brings this one brings the other. This one, I don't think it came from the cabinet. It was introduced on the floor of Parliament. This is a very big mistake. We have got so much work to do. The biggest problem of Uganda is creation of wealth. This is what is the biggest. But some people spend a lot of time on okugabana akatono akaliwo. Please, let's first create more wealth. Let's create more wealth. How do we divide? How do we divide? Let's divide according to the way we have been dividing. Some Muslims do it their own way. The Banyankore do their own way. some other people. We are going to cause a lot of confusion if we try to stampede everybody to do the same thing. So when it comes, I will have to call you people and we discuss. And we say, because I can see now some problem. If the Muslims have their way, and then, because you see for us, for the NRM, we are always very careful, because we are deliberate, we are not jokers. When we came, the only family issue we entered was the matrimonial home. That's the only one we entered it because we thought about it carefully. So the matrimonial home, nobody should be, a woman should not be chased from, no, the husband should not sell the matrimonial home without the consent of the wife. This is the only thing we did because we thought that one was clear and it's new, it was new, but we thought it was doable. But some people want to go into more things, this one. But we ekitata muyima tekimumalako nti kasita weetuli. Oh, this is a proverb, but you know those people have got a lot of wisdoms. These locals here. It says, they make a proverb about the cattle keepers. Cattle keepers are so committed to cows that as long as they are alive, even if the cows die, he will get new ones. So what is important is life. Life is the one what is important. So since we are here, we shall now call you, please. Now, why do you push this one? Now, so they're going to cause problems because some of the, like in my home, we had two constitutions. My father had his constitution, I had mine. Because for him, he believed in bride price. He couldn't, the man would not have gone to his grave peacefully if we had interfered with his right to get a bride price for his grandchildren, some of them. So I didn't want to interfere with him. So, oh, Mzee. So, no, but if a woman doesn't bring bride price, that's not real marriage. I said, okay, Mzee, you do what you want. But for my daughters, they go free. No bride price for my daughters. And he had no, so he had his constitution, I had mine. Mine was modern, his was traditional. And we lived very well until he went. Now, what is the value of me trying to force the late Amos Kaguta in his 80s, 90s to do something new? What are you looking for? Are you not just looking for? Yet he did not stop me from making my reform. Me, I reformed. And I told Bishop Ruere long ago, real Christianity. The time we came to Karamoja, and he had wanted to do something, I said, please, Bishop, the Bible says, let your light so shine before men that they see your good deeds and praise your Father in heaven. Influence people by doing good things so that they learn from you. Don't try to use force. Trying to force Mr. Kaguta to abandon bride price, it's a diversion. It's not really, you are diverting us. So these issues, we should go carefully, get a minimum consensus on some issues, and for some time leave all these issues to to the different groups. Now, on the issue of Islamic banking, we discussed it the other day in the cabinet. I will again invite you, and we talk about it. This issue of the Sharia Council, it's not really a crucial point. What is important is the substance of the arrangement. The fact that you don't want riba, is it riba? That you don't want riba. So I said, what do you call it? They say there's a way they explain it, that you instead get. So what remained the other day was, how does it affect taxation? How does it affect taxation? That's all. Once we resolve that, because some of the countries like Tanzania, and I hear even Rwanda, they already have Islamic banking without Sharia Council. I have already heard that. What is crucial is the substance, not the administration. Because Sharia Council is administration, but it can be administered like other banks. So let's discuss everything thoroughly instead of just pushing things. Banyankole call it okunosia. Okunosia. Not kunda. How would you translate okunosia in your Arabic? Okunosia is like when you are pounding, let's say, ground nuts. Ground nuts, bachita kino. Omuchino? Kino? Kinu. Boteka ebinyebwa mu kinu. No bisekula? Babita kusekula? Kati obusekula okutuusa bwe bigondera ddala okukwekunosia. So kati ekireete ekizibu temugonza abantu baffe tebagonza nsonga. Bagenda basekulako katono enani empekezi, what do you call the grains of ground nuts? Abanyankole bazita enjuma. If it is not crushed, kati mu Luganda tukiyita tutya? Empulunguse. Kati empulunguse zikyalimu n'otandika okufumba. Be bantu abafumba emmere embi. Kati kyagala okunosia, to pound properly all these issues. Don't push something on the society without okunosia, without crushing it properly. Omukyala afumba omungeri eyo tebamusanyukira. Mwebale nnyo, mwebale ddala. Bagamba takbir is what? Takbir or takbir.
Your Excellency, sir, I want to thank you for the words of wisdom, and I want to inform you that now the breaking of the fast has been done. Now the dinner that has been organized by Echi, the president, and Mama is going to be served. Sir, I want to thank you for the dinner in favor of the Islamic faith. Thank you.
Prosper with Airtel Money today. Become an Airtel Money agent. Apply or register today as an Airtel Money agent free of charge, or call us on 0800 327 327 toll free. Submit your business documents to be verified